Hello everyone, Matt here again with another Battlefield 3 commentary. This is a defense game on Operation Metro. This bit is sped up and the previous bits are sped up until I actually get into the action to reduce the size of the actual file. It's not that long, it was only an 11-minute game in total anyway, and we are playing on the easiest side to defend, well, the easiest side to win on, because attack is very difficult on this map. You really need team coordination, and that doesn't seem to happen a lot with the current state of players and their mindset in FPS games in general nowadays. I think I did quite well this game. I was using the UMP45 with red dot sight and silencer. I do use single and burst fire in this game, I believe, to test them out. You know, at long range, I never realised how effective the single burst fire shots were on the UMP45 or any other gun when you shoot in at long range, but I now know. Here I believe that was the glitch where you can get taken out by one shot anywhere on the body and it instantly kills you. I have cut out the first few kill cams due to the fact the game was quite long, but I haven't cut them all out because I didn't really feel like going through the whole video looking for them. The kill cams are quite short in this game anyway compared to Bad Company 2. Anyway, sorry about that. Not the alpha, the beta is absolutely freaking amazing. It's got its problems. They're really rage-inducing problems, but you know, I can't be bothered to complain about them. This game is very, very well designed, very fun to play. The problems, which aren't really occurring that much anymore, the falling through the floor on the sinkholes problem on this stage of Operation Metro hasn't happened to me for a while in the last like 10 games I've played. Attack, my win-loss ratio is above 1. I haven't really focused on my KD, I don't really know what it is. Man, I'm feeling weird this morning, I keep like hiccuping and coughing and stuff. But the map itself is very difficult to attack. I have won on attack about 3 times of the 40 games I've played on this map, because on this base, it's very difficult to get to the MCOMs if the enemy team have a really good push on you. If they push you back into your base, sometimes you can just be pretty much screwed from there on. I mean, this is a prime example of what I mean by this. I was managing to get into their base and run around their base, killing them, for example, at this bit, for quite a while, and it was just ridiculous. If your team let this happen, then you're not going to win. The second base on this map is quite simple if you just use a tactic of moving through the map, killing everyone. B is the simplest to arm. I usually always arm B first, and then use the stairs from B to get round behind their base and sneak into A that way. Now the third base is where it is now very difficult to attack. DICE have changed the first part of the base, which was ridiculously unbalanced before. It hasn't helped that much, but it still gives a slight help to the attackers, and it gives you like the push you need to get into the base to get the objectives armed. The third base is very difficult unless your team really push and really give you supporting fire. A is, I mean, I've armed A quite a few times. B, if you can get there, is easy to arm, but they spawn pretty much a couple of seconds run away from where the objectives are. So you really need to have a strong presence in their base before you can arm the objective, because if it's just you, you will probably get taken out from one of the many places they can spawn, and then they'll have defused the charge. And that was just one action there where I think 3D spotting is kind of appalling, because I couldn't see him, but I could see the floating Dorito over his head, so I managed to pick him off. Here I am, look, standing pretty much over their spawn. I can't really spawn camp as such because I've got to use the UMP, which is a short range weapon at most of the time. It can be used at long range, but it's going to take a lot of shots to take someone down. The last base on Operation Metro is also a difficult one. B is kind of in their spawn again, so you've kind of really got to push for that. And A is pretty easy to take down if their team aren't all like camping inside the building. My thoughts on the beta so far is it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of bugs. I'm hoping that this is a early build of the game and not the latest beta build, because the bug there seems to be so many bugs. It seems like it possibly could take longer than 22 days to fix them for release. So I'm just hoping that, you know, on release I can pick up the game and I play it and I think, wow, this is amazing, and I'm not running forwards and then all of a sudden I die in one bullet or something like that. Squads, big issue for me. Not being able to pick your squad is extremely frustrating. It derives from team play completely, and I think it's one of the worst moves DICE could have made. I originally thought it was just going to be a beta build problem, but apparently, according to some people, DICE have confirmed that squads are going to be the same in-game and can only be managed from Battlelog. I don't know what extent they can be managed from Battlelog, because at the moment they can't be managed from Battlelog. No matter how I join a game with my friends, I am never in their squad. I am always on the team most of the time, but they cannot get a squad because the ability to there's only the ability to leave the squad and then join a squad, and most of the time it puts you back onto the same squad you left. So getting into a squad with friends is extremely difficult, frustrating and time consuming, and I really think DICE need to change that before they release the full game. Battlefield Bad Company 2's system on PC was phenomenal. Having a list of squads where you could just join, leave and create, you know, there was like 10 squads, more than enough for the whole team, so you could create another squad with just your friend and go in with them. That is what I want to see implemented into Battlefield 3. I don't want to hear this Battlelog squad system, unless they have a system where you definitely join the game and you are definitely in a squad with the people you joined with. I don't want to know about Battlelog squad systems. I want to know they're putting a system where I can join my friend's squad easily, fast, and then get into a game. The only other real big complaint is that one shot one kill bug, where sometimes the enemy can shoot you and your health will just drop to 0 instantly. Some people say that's just server-side lag and they've been shooting but you haven't seen because of your connection, but I'm pretty sure that's a bug. They're gonna probably fix it. Here's me just saying I've noticed that all recon players are rank 1. That's one thing I want to get out there. If you have just started playing the game and you're rank 1, don't jump straight into recon. I mean, recon's a good class, but it takes a lot of getting used to. Sniper rifles are only one shot kill in the head, or if there's a bug, that glitch at the time. But I use the recon class quite a lot, but I don't use it for sniping. I really find that using a recon gun such as the SVD or the MK11 mod is extremely useful if you don't put the scope on it. It's kind of like using the M4 and the M1 Garand in Battlefield Bad Company 2, and for some reason I find using snipers without a scope, just using the iron sights but on the semi-auto ones, not the bolt action, extremely fun. It just really something, it just amazes me. I didn't think I'd find it fun at first, but I can do pretty well sometimes. Mostly on defense. Attacking, I kind of stay away from recon because having to use single shot weapons when I'm trying to charge in and arm the objective isn't really helpful. I like having like an SMG or an assault rifle at close range and taking them out like that. As you can still see, I'm still in their base, just picking them off and running around and taking some of them out. You'll see here they try and push up, but I can already see them and just take him out, and then there's another guy behind a tree, I think. You really need an attacking team who's motivated to arm the charges. If your team just come in casually, trying the game out, maybe just, you know, going for some kills, I can't see why you'd be farming KD in this game, but some people still manage to do it somehow, and I find it absolutely ridiculous how they do that. Please, when you join a game of Battlefield 3, whatever side you're on, attack or defense, just PTFO, play the fucking objective. And anyway, this match is dwindling to an end with 3 tickets left. I just start trying to tell the recons that semi-auto snipers are so much fun without a scope, which is true, and then I just have a little charge down the road and dive onto the floor as the game ends. I've left my stats at the end on where I get the ribbons and all that, but I've sped it up slightly. My outro might be over it, but you'll see my stats here. I went 22-6 is that, and I'm now ranked 22 I believe. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I will see you next video.